This video is brought to you by my lovely patrons over on Patreon. I'd like to give a huge shout out to Anina, Clay, Mariah, Maddie, Edalis, Dre, Thomas, Tara, Zoe, Zuzia, Ainsley, Sabine, Jimma, Bailey, Azzy, Jacqueline, Monica, Jordan, Green, Lizzie, Willow, Danny, Blessing, Avery, Maddie, Alexia, B, Max, T, Taylor, M, Lovely, Antonina, Anna, Valen, Ali, Obsessed, Brianna, Nicole, Carnations, Kristen, Tequila, Autumn, Emily, Sarah, Vanessa, Nini, Nura, Matcha, Ava, Yasmin, Leah, Kayla, Ali, Ginny, Vika, Inez, June, Elizabeth, Penguin, Sammy, Roland, Rose, Lydia, Mila, Adrian, Lexi, Bana, Chi, Madison, Beck, Jemiah, Mads, Rachel, Daisy, Honeybee, Jade, Hooves, Rose, Alyss, Caden, Sponge, AJ, Kate, Jay, Praxton, Nicole, Terry, Hollow, Rebecca, Allison, Jacqueline, Jakaria, Mina, Lilith, Ange, Jasmine, Lizard, Haley, Kiki, Illyria, Lady Demista, Zebra, Lala, Ari, Amy, Busy, Molly, Xylosaurus Rex, Lunaris Galaxia, Maya, Novastar, Annie, Tori, Ariel, Bolchi, Bree, Zael, and Jenny. If you'd like to support this channel and get some pretty nifty perks such as exclusive weekly audios and novel readings, the link is in the description. Hi. How are you? Of course I'm here. You think I would miss this for the world? I would not. For multiple reasons, but we'll get into that later. How are you feeling? Yeah, I kind of figured you would be feeling that way, especially since, I haven't talked to you in a couple weeks. And you probably are wondering why that's the case. Which is why I'm here. And I made sure that no one would be coming into this room for at least 20 minutes. I know you don't have anything scheduled right now or for the next hour, so because if I don't say what I need to say right now to you, I don't really know how I'm going to live with myself for the rest of my life. So I'm here. I'm here to tell you that you cannot marry Justin. Yeah. I know that's a thing that is a very bold statement to make when you've been off the radar for about 2-3 weeks, but I hope you know me well enough to hear me out and understand what I have to say. I know what's going on. I know exactly what Justin has been doing. I figured it out when I came over to your place approximately 2 to 3 weeks ago. And I found him with another woman on the couch. And if you will remember expressly, I called you that day. It was the last day that I called you, and I told you that we needed to have a conversation. And then that day, your mom showed up at my apartment. And she told me that I wasn't needed anymore in your life. And if I came close to you until the two of you got married, I would face serious repercussions. But not only that, I would be ruining your life. Now, serious repercussions I can take. But I didn't want to ruin your life. And your mom has known you longer than anyone else in the world, and although it may sound a little bit nuts to me, she knows you best. And she also told me that you knew. Before we go on any further, you don't have to say anything. I just need a nod of the head yes or shake of the head no. Did you know? Okay. I know. I'm not here to ridicule you at all. I understand that must be a really messed up situation if your mom knows about the situation too and is basically threatening me to stay away. I am very, very aware that that's not good. And I was aware that if I tried to get myself involved, it would not be good for me or you. No, like I said, nobody knows that I'm here. I am here alone, and I made sure that we are alone in this room for the next hour. There are still some people in your family and friend group that do value you as a person, it seems, more than your mom does. Yeah, it was Barry. I'm glad that you know who is. That actually makes me feel good, because that means that you also are observant of the people that really do care about you and want the best for you, or at least, yeah. So I resolved myself to letting everything go through. And I didn't want to cause you any problems, and I didn't want to cause me any problems. So I let it happen. And then I realized I couldn't, for a multitude of reasons, some being selfish, others being not selfish. The first reason is you deserve so much better. You don't deserve to spend the rest of your life with someone who is constantly disrespecting you at every single turn. And you just don't deserve to have a support system of people who encourage you to accept being disrespected at every single turn. And I don't know what the situation is there, but I know that it's not healthy for you. And it's not good. And then there's the other part of this where I have to man up, or I guess that's not the right word. I have to puff my chest out and say what I have been thinking for a very long time. And that is that I have always had feelings for you. And I'm not saying everyone always acts in their own interest, regardless of whether people want to admit it or not. There's no such thing as true altruism. And although I'm not talking about myself, but I'm so stupid. I care about you more than mostly anything at all. And would I like for there to be a future where the two of us are together? Yes. But more importantly than that, I want a future for you that involves happiness, that involves you spending your life with someone you love and care about, that treats you with respect and cherishes you for the absolute gem of a human being that you are. And I know that Justin does not do that. So, I am here in your room with a proposition. Good. I'm glad that you're making a joke. That is. I'm considering the circumstances. I'm glad to hear that. I have a car outside right now. It is a fresh car. I just bought it. It does not have any plates. It is completely untrackable. And the reason why that is important is, it's crazy that I can say all of that and then I am still struggling with getting this final part out, because it is possibly even more bananas than everything else I have said thus far, if you can believe that. I want, if you want to run away together. I know that is a huge ask, but if we're being honest with each other, and I know you better than anyone else because, well, I guess, I hope I know you better than anyone else. I know that you're not happy at your job. I know that you were going to put in your 2 weeks before you went on your honeymoon. So you've probably done that at this point. I know that you don't like it here. I know the only reason you're staying here is for Justin and your family, who is actively okay with you getting your heart broken over and over and over again. I'm not trying to white knight here, but I'm also sick of this place, and you know that. And I have a cousin down in Texas, and I am expressly not saying where in Texas because I don't know if there are cameras in this room or not. Well, after the grand scheme that your mom laid out in front of me, and the threatening speech that I was given, I would not necessarily put it past her. They are willing to put us up for at least a month while we find jobs and find a place to live. Well, and that can be separate, or like a roommate situation or whatever. I'm not talking about, that, but listen, this is why I extended the time so long. This is a really weird thing to say, and I know that there's been a lot of planning that has gone into this event, and I know that you are someone who is so selfless that you will think of other people before you, but I'm not asking you to think about Justin first, your family first, or even me first. I am asking you to think of you first and really look into your soul and ask if spending the rest of your life with someone who evidently does not respect you as a human being consistently at all, is that something that you are going to be okay with? Is that something that you are going to be sitting on the porch at 60 years old, thinking back on and saying, this is something that I can accept. Because the person that I know, the amazing, wonderful woman that I know, who is strong, charismatic, brilliant in every single way, I don't think would let this happen. She is there. I see her. She might be hiding right now, but I see her. You can do it. I have never believed in something more than I believe in you. And what I know about you is that you can go to any place in the world and make it your own and find people who care about you, who are drawn to you, and build a support system. And even if it's hard to do it first, I will be there in whatever capacity you want me to be there. My cousin will be there. His wife will be there. Their kids will be there. I may or may not have already talked about babysitting, which I know you love. They are 5 and 7, and they are like the sweetest things in the world. I'm not trying to bribe you with promise of adorable children, but I am throwing that out there. Listen, if your mom truly loves you and truly wants the best for you, she will understand why this is happening. Once you settle in and call her, she will get it. If she truly has your best interest in heart and not whatever wicked, twisted games she seems to be playing. I know it is. It is bonkers. It's a big ask. But I do think that in the long run, and again, I'm not you, so I can't know everything, but from my perspective, in the long run, you will look back at this and be so happy that you made the decision that you did. You know, I kind of was expecting that to come around a little bit earlier, but yeah, I did mean it. You are the most special person that I know. And I'm not asking for like pity or anything like that. It was all on me. I just wasn't confident enough to believe that we could work. But we're kind of in a, and I honestly, I don't think I would ever have been but we're in a, I feel like it's fight or flight mode right now. And I feel like I'm fighting for your best interest. Because the you I knew before Justin, who was literally going to rip Skylar's hair off her head for cheating on me. I know that that person is who you are. No, that's the thing. Regardless of whether you feel the same way about me, that doesn't matter right now. I wanted to let you know that because I kind of wanted to get it all out in the open, and I didn't want to have to reveal it to you afterwards. And I didn't want, if I did do that, I didn't want you thinking that I played you for my own self-interest. I wanted to have all of the cards out on the table right now so you could make the best decision for yourself. And this is strictly hypothetically speaking. You would keep the dress because obviously, that is, I can't lie and say that's not a gorgeous dress, but we would drive back to your apartment. Yeah, we still have time. Barry is making sure of that, and I just need to text him and let him know that we need an extra 20 minutes. We would pack up a bunch of your clothes and whatever else you want to take with you that can fit in the back of my car. That already has some suitcases in it. And thank God I have the SUV, right? And then we would just drive down to Texas. It would be a couple-day road trip, but we have taken longer road trips in the past, and we know how to make the best of them. Sure, it might be a little bit awkward at first, but eventually old habits will return, and we will go back to, being us. What do you mean by that? Well, I don't know why you would want to go back to not being us, but I'm being stupid, aren't I? That was a signal, wasn't it? So I'm not trying to rush anything, but we should go as soon as possible. Does that mean you want to blow this popsicle stand? Well, as long as it is a condition that is within my grasp, absolutely. Are you serious? Are you positive? Okay. I can't believe this is happening, and I'm really pushing down every ounce of excitement because I still need to be in game mode, if for lack of a better term. But know that right now, if I wasn't so terrified of everything that's going on and thinking over everything in my head, just know that this would be the happiest moment of my life, and it still probably is, with all of those negative things coming into account. I'll be quiet now. Yeah, it's like looking at you through different eyes, and it's like seeing a completely different person. Yeah, you're smiling, and this is the first time that I've seen you smile for longer than 10 seconds in a row. So we should go if you are for sure that you want that. Yeah. Wow. I would follow you anywhere too. Now let's get out of here before Barry gets in big trouble. Yeah, he is. Fun fact: he's actually going to be coming right after us. Yeah, he got a job at like a big tech company. Did you know that he was proficient in like technology? I didn't even. He didn't even doesn't even have a degree in it. He just went for it. Yeah, he's always been smart, but I mean, come on, this is pretty. Wow.